I shoot. I forgot to charge my iPad so I can see the comments. I'm an amateur. I'm gonna grab it. One sec. It'll for sure be charged, right? Anyway, big trip announcement. I am here. I'm just gonna. I am here. I am here. All right. It's been a while since I've done one of these. So, oh hi everybody. Chantel. Apparently Jimbo's here. Maybe my wife will bring me a charging block and a charger. USB-C. That'd be pretty cool of her to do. Anyway, um, what's up, guys? I'm cleaning my yeah. Shoot. Really forgot to do that. Anyway, so I'm going on a trip to a place soon, and I want you to come with me. And there's a link that is pinned in the comment section. So if you want to, if you have WhatsApp, that's how we're doing it. It's not a spam link, I promise. I know WhatsApp's weird for North American people. People do use it. We are going to do like a little group chat. Opens on Monday, but I'll be at January Expo. Oh, oh, in Toronto? No, I'll be at Pomona. Yeah, I have my opinions about the Canadian Expos, which we'll talk about in a second. But anyway, I really wish I would have. We'll see. Trish will come down. Trish is very sick, so she'll probably not be on this live, but she says hi in spirit. You can all wish her happy birthday, and I'll pass it on. It was her birthday a couple days ago. Anyway, how do you guys like the room? You're vending? Cool. Have fun. I will not be there. Have fun. Yeah, Pomona is where I'll be though. So Pomona, I like all the expos. All the NRBCs are good. I know it's kind of laggy right now. I'll come back in a second. Um, Thank you, Casey. Appreciate it. Super spiffy. You guys are awesome. Man, why won't this thing doesn't even give me like a it's dead thing? Just tells me no thank you. Um, I don't have Euromastics. I sold my Euromastics forever ago. That was a interesting. This guy goes up to buy my Euromastics, and I almost never give anybody my home address. So I just gave him my home address because my buddy was over. We're just like chilling, and so this guy shows up, and I like give him the Euromastics, and he gives me the money, and he just stands there for so long. I'm like, okay, see ya, bro. And then I went inside and realized he gave me a bunch more money than I asked for, and then I just forgot I didn't give him any change because it's Kijiji. Do you ever show up to a Craigslist deal and expect change from somebody? No, you bring them like a wad of cash that is the right amount. Anyway, so sorry for that guy if he's ever yeah, he definitely didn't know who I was either, which was, you know, cool. So anyway, do you guys, excuse me, want to guess where we're going? I was thinking maybe want an autograph in a picture. Nah, I don't think so. It didn't seem like that. So um so there's nothing to do with the stream, but EHA. I don't know what that means. Aha. Okay, guess where I'm going. I'm going on a trip in March, at the end of March, and I want you to come. It's not Thailand, but you're pretty close. Daffy, you cannot guess. You can come, but you can't come. Guess. You know where we're, yeah, you do know. Indonesia, no. Prison, no. Go ahead, Daffy, guess. No, I'm not going to prison, and if I was, I wouldn't want you to go. Vietnam? I don't Vietnamese? I don't know what that is. Uh, what about Greg? Yeah, Greg can come. Hell yeah, let's go. Thanks, baby. Is my other one in the closet? That closet? Thank you. Cool. Canada, no. Africa, no. Peru, no. But it's pretty cool to see our buddy Dion in Peru. Is that door open? Because I hear Elfie at the top of it. Baby coming down the stairs. It's Vietnam for all of you who guessed. So thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, you got the other one? Sick. Here, I'll trade you. Thank you. You the best. She says hi. She's very sick and does not want to be on camera. Love you too, baby. Have fun. Okay. Yeah, the room does look way better. 100%. I agree. So I should have had this set up and not do this 5 minutes into the stream. I do apologize. I haven't done a live stream in over a year. It turned out, I don't know, just for some reason I think that like the live stream thing was the live stream thing was kind of like a COVID thing, and I just kind of kept doing them, expecting the same turnout. And instead of having like 500 people, I'd have like a couple hundred people, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. So yeah, this isn't turning on either. I'll just do my best. Um, do you think about I don't know what a Greer's king snake is. What's the Latin name? Do you have a pickle jar? Yes. Sure do. Is this thing gonna turn on? It's just dead. It'll turn on in a second, then I can actually. Oh, it's 100%. Well, turn on then, baby. Let me read the anyway, so super chats today. If you send 100, a few hundred is better than none. I don't know what that means. If you send a super chat, every $10 worth of super chat. What the heck is going on with this pickle jar? I will take a big giant swig of pickle juice. Also, there we go. Apparently, it freezes when somebody calls you. Uh, it was just spam. Don't worry, I'm not ignoring people. Yeah, a few hundred is better than nothing. I totally agree with you. I'm not like complaining, but it was just, you know, we're always spamming his question. What made a video review Mountain King 6? Well, please don't spam. I appreciate if you don't. I used to have a lot of moderators in this, but they don't know I don't do live streams anymore. So yeah. So this also makes me wonder because like here I am, like look how disgusting this is. The last time I pulled this out was like a year ago. There's like dead crickets in it. Okay, I'll swing it. Thank you. What we just did a Western Hognose Care guide not too long ago. So do you want us to do another one? It's kind of the same thing. YouTube. Yeah, I like the electrolytes. It's good for you. It's real good for you. And then this should pop up right away, right? Nope. Okay, so my kids watch all these like brain rot channels. Like they like some good ones too. Dr. Plants and stuff like that. But now I'm getting like all these brain rot things on my other account, which I have hooked up to the television. So kind of annoying. Anyway, so if you could go to Vietnam, would you go? I promise I'm almost set up here. Oh, what I was saying is w- people who offline, of course. Okay, that's not gonna work. People who watch like streamers, like Speed and all these people, like I understand now I'm like a bumbling idiot trying to get an iPad to work, right? Like, you know, but what's the allure of those streamers? Like, why, when people watch them, like, why? Like, what do you get out of it? You're just watching people like paint or walk around or whatever. So, if you could please let me know. Maybe I'm just too old. You are more real than yeah, well, I know that, but I'm not making okay. Those guys also make bajillions of dollars. It's freaking oh, Casey. Just finish the jar. Always thank you so much, Casey. I will finish the jar little by little so I do not puke on stream. But Casey, thank you very much for coming through. I really appreciate you. You're awesome. Casey, if you could swing it, you should come to Vietnam too. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Connected devices, storage. Anyway, so my point is with these streamers is like what do you get out of it? Like, I don't get it. And they make bajillions of dollars. It's not like they make like a couple $1,000,000. Some of them make like hundreds of millions of dollars, which is cool. Like, whatever. I'm not like jealous or anything. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Uh, I have no idea how to do this. I should have called this stream "Watch an Old Man Try to Fight with Technology." Google accessibility, privacy, storage, sound, display, battery. Network and internet, the very first option. Okay, we're almost there. So I had this router hooked up and then it just crashed and then now none of my stuff works anymore. Super annoying. W. I almost said my password out on the internet. Oh, no, that's not it. If it were me watching this right now, I'd be so upset. I'd be so upset. All right. Okay, we're good now. All right. Where's YouTube? Goodness gracious. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we're good. Now I can see your chats. Oh my goodness. That only took 10.5 minutes. Okay, we did pretty good. We did pretty good. It's so ridiculous. Okay. Um, yeah, block skip even needs to be skipped. Hey man, I'm a big fan of your channel. Is a 120 gallon acceptable for an Accu monitor? It's something I really want to. Yeah, 120 gallon. So people are going to be upset that I'm going to say yes, but I think yes. Um, Bill from Kinlan Academy gave you a virus last year for beating him in the pickle cookie bake off. I'm just gonna grab a better table in 2 seconds. But yeah, the that cookie bake off, those cookies were like surprisingly good. Like they weren't bad at all. I was shocked. I thought they were gonna be like absolute trash, but turns out that they were actually pretty good. Welcome back to Old Man Tries to Figure Out Technology. It's all figured out. My original setup. We're good. There's a light on my device for some reason. Okay, now my pickles have a spot again. Okay, I owe you a bunch. It's like rust in this jar. All right. I think Accu monitors can fit in 120 gallons. Um, if you give them, I'd give them even if they're not females, like a lay box, so they can do more digging. Welcome to Old Man has problems breathing. Pre monitor care guide. Give me a bit. I need to learn more about them before I do a care guide. I can do a basic like this is how you set them up, but have you ever met a Flemish giant bunny? No. But my wife and I were exploring the possibility of doing meat rabbits, so I have done some research on them. I know that sounds not what you wanted to hear, but anyway, how she goes. Um, so there's a few like we'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. If you have any questions, please fire away. But in terms of this, uh, $5 again. Also, I wanted to ask about Chuck Walla as well. What dimensions do you recommend for an enclosure for a baby versus an adult? So babies just like go up in sizes, 20 gallon, 40 gallon, whatever Chuck Walls. You could do a 4x2x2 as well. Kind of like the same as Sahara Neuromastics, that type of thing. That's what you can go bigger, of course, too. Also keep in mind, I've never kept one. This is just the very few people that I know who keep them. That's how they do it. So that'd be my recommendation. So if a Chuck Wall expert is like, don't do that, then just, yeah, don't do it. Yeah. 600 seconds. Skippy, what'd you say? How can I send you art? DM me and I will send you my PO box in the States. Yeah, they're way healthier than so we had ducks recently, so we can have duck eggs. And then we had animal control come to our house because of our ducks. And they're like, no, you're good, you're fine. Like, okay, good. So we're good with those. They're gonna start producing eggs in February, probably. Right in February, they'll be old enough. So we have eggs. And then we don't really have room for like any other meat animals. But I do like the idea of being able to source my own food. Don't call me like a crazy tinfoil hat prepper, but I do like that idea. So yeah, meat rabbits takes like a 10 by 10 space, and you can have like enough meat to eat 3 times a week for a year. Yeah. Anyway, keep asking the same care guide after I told him not to. Oh, okay, that's fine. Flemish are perfect. Yeah, so Flemish and then the New Zealand ones, I think, right? So yeah. Anyway, we're going to Vietnam, March 19th to 25th. I want you to come. Normally, I do all these trips and then I make a video and you watch them after. I don't want you to watch the video. I want you to come with me to Vietnam. So, yeah, Animal Control just shows up. They were so nice too. Like three of them showed up, and they were the coolest. So, you know, I've never had an issue with them before. It just people get all pissy and then they just send people like whatever. You're just wasting resources. It's fine. I mean, I know the laws. I'm good. Anyway, so if you want to come, we're opening the group chat on Monday, but just join now and you'll be the first one to be entered it, like to be allowed in the group on Monday. Then we're going to start giving the all the information, the final cost, and then like all the details and stuff like that. So I'm excited about it. We're going to do some herping. We're going to do some filmmaking and photography and city tours and the whole thing. So it's going to be pretty awesome. Plus, if you're in a cold climate, escape the last little bit of cold. I always try to travel when it's cold because I like it here when it's warm. Because I have a pool, which I closed today, by the way. I would never recommend closing your pool when it's -10. Yeah, yeah. Enjoy your vacation. Yeah, thank you. I can't wait. I'm glad. Yeah, they're fun. What do you think would a Burmese python or a big monitor? Big monitors for sure take more space by far. Yeah, by far, not even close. Burmese pythons you can keep in a 8 by 4 by 3 foot tall. You're good. If you want a big monitor like an Asian water monitor, you cannot do that. They take way more space, way more space. So yeah, I wish that I could uh, have a water like if I had a water monitor, what I was gonna do, so a while ago, do you guys know what lace monitors are? So lace monitors, there was a Trio available. I actually know who has the Trio now, or at least two of the Trio. And what I was gonna do eventually, remember when this room looked totally different and there was like a bunch of like small enclosures and stuff? I was gonna make an enclosure at the very back of this room that was 6 feet deep, the entire width of the room and the entire floor to ceiling. And I was just going to take plywood basically to shear the walls so it didn't ruin the drywall. Put some like vapor barrier in there, prime it with like a kills mold so that when I take the stuff down, there's not mold behind it. And then the ceiling, same sort of thing. And then floor to ceiling and make it an enclosure for lace monitors. And I decided not to, which is fine because I actually know who has lace monitors now and I get to visit them sometimes. So anyway, I think it'd be cool. I love Ackies. I love monitors in general. It's funny, I didn't really get the whole monitor thing until recently, like, maybe a couple years ago. I had this guy who was a friend of mine when I first started doing YouTube. If you've been following for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And he got a bunch of monitors, like an Argus monitor and then like a bunch of stuff back to back. And I'm like, I don't get it. Like to me, but back then I was like the hognose guy, like hognose and leopard geckos. So I'm like, I don't get it. Like, why do you want these things? Like, whatever. And then now I get it. I get it. There's 70 of you in here, and only 26 have hit the thumbs up. So please do hit the thumbs up. 26. That's an interesting number. Maybe we'll talk about that later. Um, you have a pickle gift for me. Oh, well, hopefully I'll see you soon. I don't plan to go into any Canadian expos anytime soon. Uh, yeah. So it'll be probably CRBE will probably be the next one. I don't work them anymore. They're on Sundays. Like, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they do. I think the coming year they're going to change some stuff with the Canadian Expos, so we'll see. Yeah. Do you allow? No, no one's allowed in my house. Too many people know where I live, so no, no private tours. Eventually, what I'd like to do is buy a big piece of land. Man, it's been so long since we've done a live stream. I haven't even talked about this at all. I want to buy a big piece of land, maybe like not close, but like within a couple hours type thing, right? Um, NRBC in August. Yeah, I'll probably be at that one. And make an outbuilding, like a big outbuilding, and make a reptile zoo in the outbuilding, kind of like Realm Natura. So Biggs, Chris Biggs, his channel Realm Natura. He did the same thing in Winnipeg, but I want to go bigger. I want to go like 3 times the size of his, and then make it like kind of like a Life Exotic. But I would like to do kind of two buildings. One like he did, where it's like a walk in and there's animals everywhere. I would probably make it Indonesian themed or like Southeast Asia instead of the Amazon like he did. Although he does a bunch of different species in there. Anyway, and then one that's like enclosures like this, but really big, and then have guided tours. That is my goal. That's what I would like to do. Because if I had a big piece of property, okay, sure. But I live in like a city. So yeah. I don't want people to know where I live. Yeah. Uh I have like 4 notifications for live streams that are running right now, and you quit for a year. Yeah. Well, who else is doing a live stream right now? I saw that Snake Discovery just dropped their video, and it looked to me like a live, and I'm like, no, no, but it's just a video, so that's fine. I just bought a few acres, and I'm thinking about dropping a shed and turning it into my reptile room. A lot of people do that, and I think that's a good idea. I just wish I had the room to do it. Land is really expensive, especially down here in Southern Ontario. It's like insanely expensive, like insanely expensive. So that's the holdup. Is straight up, I just don't make enough money to buy, a $2.5 million property. I just don't. So that's it. Bought three eco flexes, great enclosure for snakes. Yeah, no problem. You got it. I'd love to see the numbers on that. I know last year we sold a metric poop ton of enclosures, I believe metric poop ton imperial ass load to convert for you, in the one video that we did about those EcoFlex. So I'd love to see how many we sold this time. Sure, it's not none. Come to Arkansas, cheaper here. Yeah, well, I can't move to the States anymore. So because I've got stepkids that don't have a criminal record. I realize how that sounded. Anyway, so how many of you have joined the group chat for Vietnam? Like, how many of you are actually interested in going? Please do let me know because I'm hoping that we're gonna open up the group chat on Monday. Uh, underrated display snakes. Remind me of that in a second. We're gonna open up the group chat on Monday so everyone can talk and give you more information. And then booking of the trip will open a week after that. And I'm hoping that it just sells immediately, and then we're just good to go. We can start planning the trip because it's kind of a quick turnaround. It's only like 4 months from now, right? But yeah, it's gonna be good. And then after that, I think I'm extending that trip, and then I just want to make sure that it sells and we're all good to go. I'm sure it will, but I just want to book my flight there. I'm booking a one way to Vietnam, and then I'm probably gonna skip over to another YouTuber pretty close to there and do some videos there, and then go home after that. So I'm installing WhatsApp. Oh, dude, it's okay. I installed WhatsApp 4 years ago for a group trip. My Costa Rica trip with the Pipa squad there, Mike and Dion, Nadim. I literally just got it for that. It's almost time to blow my nose. You guys ready for the trumpet? Water monitors rock. Luckily, my wife let me use in the lower level of our house. That is so cool. Send me a picture of your setup. I want to see it. AC Silva, I wish I could go. Man, I wish you could go too. That'd be fun. I don't even know how to use WhatsApp. It's like text messaging. So WhatsApp, because if you're in North America, it might be weird because you just text, but everywhere else in the world, everyone uses WhatsApp as like their messenger rather than like opening up iMessenger or whatever the Android version is. Everyone uses WhatsApp. So that way you can just message around the world and it's on data rather than like text messaging around the world. So that's what we do. To go on this trip, anybody can go. You don't have to be from the States. The pricing will be in US dollars, but you can be from anywhere. We're all going to meet at the airport on the day and then get whisked away to our accommodation and then do everything from there. And then we get dropped off back at the airport. So you can be from anywhere in the world, doesn't matter. I'm from Canada and I travel with Americans all the time. I think we've got some Europeans that are really excited about going. So hopefully they can make it. And you don't have to have a buddy, like you can go alone. I remember the first time I traveled alone, like far away. I met Dave at an airport. I think it was in Taiwan. Anyway, so oh no, I got kicked out. Let's see if we can reopen it. Oh, that's weird. That's awkward. And then so I had like my little alone time, which was nice, like go get a drink at the bar, wait for your plane, you're all excited, get on your plane, and then you show up and then boom, you're with like people that you know. So it's pretty cool. I like that a lot. So you don't have to you can go alone, you don't have to be with a buddy, and you don't have to, be experienced. So if this is your very first time traveling, that's cool. We'll show you how to do it. It's focused on photography and videography, but you definitely don't need to, want to do those type of things. You could just bring, like, a pair of binoculars or, like, look with your eyes. That's totally fine too. So you don't have to, be a filmmaker. What's up, Ivan? Mr. Kitty Cat. I'm good, dude. How are you? So, anyway, what else do you guys want to talk about? I'll show you some of these enclosures too, because we're almost done. We've got one that's not done yet, but that one's going to be much more. Because these ones, all they are. Did you notice all the lights like dimming as we go? I like the new Arcadia lights. They're sick. Uh, thoughts on Blue Eyed Lucy? That's one of my favorite morphs. I have one. I got rid of almost all of my ball pythons, except for my blue-eyed Lucy and a few others like Pikachu and whatever. But the blue-eyed Lucy is one of my favorites. White snakes are really cool. I think they're awesome. Yeah. Anyway, all these enclosures, the background on them is literally just cork. It's just cork paneling that's used for like insulation, noise insulation. So it was easy to do. I literally just cut it to length and then screwed it into the back because these are plywood, a half-inch sanded birch. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze, right? Maybe not. Uh, but the next one I'm gonna do like um, what am I trying to say here? Foam and then carved foam with paint. You know what I'm trying to say? Dry lock, painted dry lock. Anyway, hey, caffeinated lizard, $2. Where are the skunk geckos at? They're upstairs. So you guys remember that the import that I got in October, I guess? So they are upstairs with all of those guys. Linda, is my mother here? Oh, she is. So Linda Wickens, 1894. Did not know you were born that long ago, mother. Uh, so anyway, they are upstairs because we have like stuff in quarantine. And boy, am I glad that I do quarantine. There will be a full video, and I'll be on a podcast next week to discuss more. But bro, impromptu 3 reasons for never returning to Madagascar. Genuinely curious as a radiated keeper. Okay. Do you like having explosive diarrhea every day and sometimes puking? If so, Madagascar is the place for you. Okay. Um, yeah, it's like it's inconvenient to get everywhere. Like the roads, dude. So like Toronto is say 100 kilometers from me. It takes about an hour to get there. Drive 100 kilometers an hour. There, 100 kilometers takes you 6 hours because the roads are so bad. It's crazy. It's not a place that like if I were to go to make a documentary like a big project, maybe. But I'm glad I did it, and I don't want to do it again. Uh, you roll up to a restaurant, and then there's, like, a bunch of chickens running around out front, and then you go in the restaurant, and then when you leave after you eat your chicken, there's just feathers everywhere, like that type of thing, like, no joke. How are the tokays? 6 of the 8 tokays died. All the males died, like, immediately within, like, a day or 2 of receiving them. 2 of the females hung on for a bit. One of the female tokays and one of the female, green eye geckos, which were apart, they were never even close to each other, got an eye infection or like something with their eye. I drained it and then I set up vet appointments, but they both passed. It was weird. I have pictures of it. It's just weird too that it was those two, even though they're closely related species, they were never together. So I'm just quarantining everything. So I've got stuff in every freaking room. Okay. Like before I leave the quarantine areas, like I wash and wear different clothes. And I'm so glad that I did because, man, bro, it's what a nightmare. I can't stay, we'll watch the rest later. Haven't seen my email about Husbandry Pro. What does that mean? Did you email me about Husbandry Pro? Uh, go on Google Play or Apple Store, whatever you have, and type in Husbandry Pro, then download it, and then press the plus icon and add your stuff. Yeah, that's it. Do you still have that Kimberly Rock monitor? I've got 3 Kimberly Rock monitors. So this enclosure is actually 4 Kimberly Rock monitors. So I'm kind of copying Brad's bioactive builds and like not copying. He literally makes the videos so that you could copy him. But anyway, I talked to Brad about it. So he's like walking me through how to do it. So that's what this enclosure is. That's why it's going to take longer because it's going to be like the dry lock and everything. Yeah. Interest in the eye issue. I've had a couple wild-caught Vitatis that had the issue. Yeah, because that's the thing is so, like, my Vitatis are, like, right there. Vitatis are the skunk geckos. They were, like so there's the green-eyed bin, and then right below them is the Vitatis, and the Vitatis are all fine. They're actually doing great. The 2 that I was really worried about were the Colodis, which all of them well, there was 1 DOA that was dead in the bag, but 9 of the 10 lived, and 1 died the other day. I think it was like but everything else is doing great, which I'm shocked because everyone told me they were all gonna die. And the Vitatis, 5 out of 5 lived. So Of all the animals in the shipment, those were like the winners to me that I was super happy about. We can go more into the shipment in a second, but I'm gonna blow my nose. Are you seeing my messages? I messaged you earlier today, Ivan. Here, 1 second. Are you guys ready for the old man freaking nose blow fucking trumpet show here? Anyway, and encore. Uh, I'm not sick, just my allergies are a little crazy. That's all. Yeah. Trish is sick, not me. Sounded like it's okay, kind of. Yeah, I'm really bummed about the Tokes. So here's the thing with the importer and exporter, right? So there's an exporter in Indonesia that shipped all the stuff, and then an importer here that acted as like basically like a broker type thing. The exporter, stand-up dude. Like, he heard about my Tokes, and he didn't get upset about it, or he's just like, "Dude, really sorry about that. We'll replace your Tokes." I'm like, "That is the coolest thing. Thank you so much." Now, I also realized that I'm the biggest mouthpiece on the internet, so, it's probably it looks good for the farm or whoever sells animals to somebody who a lot of people are gonna see it to do that, but the customer service seemed genuine, so I'm really happy about that. And then, with the other issues, the farm is being cooperative, which is nice, which is really nice. So I got nothing but nice things to say about, the farm who in Indonesia, the exporter. Yeah. You play trumpet, that's cool. When I played, clarinet, they're in the same key, right? You have a performance tonight. Well, good luck. Oh, yeah, so you're West Coast time. Cool. Well, have fun, and I hope that goes so well. So mine sounds worse than a ghost trumpet. Oh, that's deviated septum or something. I really hope not. That's not my issue. I remember one time my best friend got a deviated septum surgery, and it looked miserable. It looked so miserable. Anyway, uh, yeah. How many of you? Sorry, I'm just now reading like other comments. How many of you have joined the group chat on WhatsApp? I can't wait to actually to see. Pretty excited. Uh, Tried flute sax, clarinet. Cool. Top five underrated display snakes. Okay. Uh, Underrated display snakes. Well, if you could keep them alive, the margs, so like the golden tree snakes, those are cool. Can you join it for fun? Join what for fun? Join what? Okay. Margs are really cool. It's just kind of for the Vietnam trip. Like, there's no point in joining if you're not interested. It's just gonna be Vietnam talk. So, uh, Margs underrated. I don't know, because all the display snakes are like everybody knows them. They're awesome, right? Your Brazilian rainbow, not Brazilian. Those are not those are cool. They're not display snakes. Uh, your emerald tree boas, colandros. Although if you ever want to buy a colandro, boy, do I have some advice for you. Uh, yeah, I don't, there's like a bunch of boa species. Even Amazons are pretty cool to me. But yeah, like I like display stuff. I think it's cool. Okay, don't even get me started on monitors. Like, I look at this room, okay? How many people do you know take not hundreds of thousands, but like tens of thousands of dollars worth of animals and equipment and just move it out of the room to make new stuff because I'm obsessed with tree not only tree monitors, but other monitors. Just tree monitors are what work for me right now. And the Kims, which are like, they're not tree monitors, but they act pretty close. Yeah, I never breathe in general. Me, but for Ryan and Ryan's too much of an old man to download WhatsApp. Oh, okay. It's funny because most people think that WhatsApp's like an old man thing. Uh, do you recommend frozen thawed chicks for Cali Kings? Yeah, go for it. You guys want to hear another trumpet? I'm really sorry about this, by the way. I'm back. Okay. I should make a YouTube membership option. So you're already a patron now. So what you want to give me more money, Ivan? Thank you, but okay, scream. Yeah, I should do memberships, but, like, I already do Patreon. I hate asking people for money, you know? That's why I'm like, when if I wanna make you know yeah, I don't like asking people for money. Like, I appreciate all the super chats. You guys are awesome. I'm drinking pickle juice, you know? But, yeah. Uh, that was so loud, I couldn't even hear it on but you heard it upstairs? That's funny. Yeah. Anyway, the Vietnam man, I'm just super excited, and then I'm planning another trip for the end of the year. That's gonna be anyway, I just can't wait. Let's get through Vietnam first. How many people are screenshotting my yeah. Um, well, I do never mind. Never mind. I don't wanna get in trouble. Uh, oh, the Northern Blue Tongue skate? Good. Sold. He's sold, but he's still here. We're waiting for the so these people so weird, like, this never goes like this. We sold Steve. Steve finally got him a good home after, like, a year of looking, and then just as a testament to these people are not, like, fly by night, they paid a great price, like, they didn't try to trickle down the price, and then they they paid for him in full, like, weeks ago and just don't have the right enclosure parameters yet, so you having Dave Kaufman go with you or Cusco? Not on this trip. I mean, they're welcome to go if they want, but generally, like, generally, if you do a trip with YouTubers, you try to keep it smaller so that because, like, for this trip, I'm not trying to. I'll make a video, but I'm not going there with the purpose of just making a video. That's why I'm going. If I go on a trip to, like with a bunch of other YouTubers, I try to keep those groups really small because by the time you find an animal, like, yeah, Monday we're gonna okay, so Steve goes on Monday. So yeah, I don't think Dave or Custer are gonna come. They're welcome to. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun. It is gonna be so much fun. I can't wait. Vietnam too. The food, Vietnamese food is awesome. And there's a cooking class that we're doing. So I think it's like at the accommodation. So like somebody comes and like shows us how to cook stuff. It's gonna be fun. Would love to go on the trip, but sadly I'm too poor and someone stole my passport. Well, you can get a new passport. But I can't say the final price until Monday, in the group chat, but I promise you, like, if you've ever wanted to travel the world, there's no cheaper way to do it. Like, this is the most cost-effective way to see another country that's halfway across the world, by far, not even close. But, yeah, stolen password, that sucks. It's probably, like, another $100 to go. I have to renew my passport, actually, because everywhere wants your passport to be good for 6 months after you depart from that place, so I need to get a new passport, too. I just need to renew. Uh I want to go. Well, Ivan, my friend, unfortunately, it's for 18 plus only. So a few more years, and we'd love to have you along. Uh, but he ate on Wednesday. Okay, good. Uh, anyway, pranks and plans. So yeah. Anyway, after we're done this enclosure here, I guess I could just show you it. Like it's just empty. It's just stuff. But, we got the black tree monitor there. His name is Chopper. If you want to know why his name is Chopper, you can go look at Trisha's story from a few weeks ago. Bit the poop out of her. Bit the poop out of her. Uh, yeah, crazy. And then we've got the Australian frilled, Indonesian frilled, and then the blue tree monitors back there. We got a bunch of tree monitors upstairs in quarantine and some other stuff too. So, but we're gonna have more. One of the quarantine rooms is gonna be empty, unfortunately, in the next couple of days. So, yeah. You should create a huge fish tank with cool fish. No, I should not do that. Absolutely not. I had a cool fish tank with turtles and fish. You must be new to the channel. I did a whole video about it. It's called My Turtles Ruined My House or something. So go look at the video if you want to know why I'm never keeping an aquarium ever again. Bro, what a disaster. So no, I'm not doing that. I love fish tanks. I love that tank, but no. Yeah. Uh, How different are the different frilly setups? They're not really that different at all. One just has less misting heads in it than the other. Uh, yeah. I mean, realistically too, the more I do the research and, like, look at where they're from, the parameters are really similar. Like, I know a lot of people say the Indos need higher humidity, which is true, but they both kind of have like the frilled dragons, yeah, it's they're very similar, the Australians and the Indonesians. So they're kept very similar. A little bit more humidity for the Indo, so he's got more misting heads and more of the top blocked off. But that's pretty much it. Otherwise, they look aesthetically different because they use different plants. They're a little bit hotter basketball for the Australians. Yeah. Don't think my daughter would appreciate me leaving for a while either. Yeah. You need to know how to do it. Could be good challenge. What? I don't know what you're talking about. As someone who has been to Vietnam, it's so worth it. Yeah, but you went South Vietnam, right? I'm going right in the middle. And that's the cool thing about these trips too, is like you can go to a place and then go to that same country and it's completely different depending on where you go. Indonesia is a great example of this. Indonesia is like, imagine this stretched out, huge chain of islands. If you go to Bali and then you go to West Papua and then you go to like Jakarta, completely different. Yeah, I'm sure it's still pretty. I'm just saying it's so Vietnam is like this long, skinny country, right? So if you're in the north, it's like a lot of it's like pretty primitive there, the mountains and stuff like that. The middle and then like the south, it's very different. Of course, I watched some documentaries about the Vietnam War, so I kind of like anyway, yeah, it's kind of interesting how it formed the way that it formed. Yeah. What's up, guys? I hate my life. Sick username, bro. Yeah, but I just I'm in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. What? That's pretty cool. Well, if you're in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, that means that you probably want to get out of the cold weather from March 19th to 25th. You should come to Vietnam with me. Join the group chat in the pinned comment. Moose Jaw. What's your favorite tree color monitor? Okay. Ooh, this is so tough. I do think that my favorite tree monitor are yellow tree monitors. They're from Missoula. And yeah, so cool. That's the cool thing about tree monitors too. Okay, one more of these, and then go off about tree monitors. Anyway, tree monitor rant now. Then I changed the date. Yes, because the original date would have had me missing Tinley, and I'm pretty sure I'm still doing the build off for Chewy. So yeah, yeah, we did change the date, but that's okay because it wasn't open, so it's like no one booked or anything. Uh, anyway, tree monitors. They are the coolest freaking thing. Okay, and if you look at a map of where they're from, like pull up Google Maps right now, and then look. Good luck, Ivan. Have fun, buddy. Look up Missoula, Batanta, Wago, I don't know, people pronounce it different. Like all together. Like they're so close that likely they were probably touching, or like the sea level was low enough that they were all one island at one point, and then sea level rose or they moved or whatever, and then they just kind of be off. Yep, perfect example. And then they kind of like just changed Aru, changed what am I trying to say here? Like they evolved, right? And it was over like a very short period of time, like tens of thousands of years. So you have these species that are very closely related. They're all part of the same, not well, I guess genus, of course, but same like subgenus even. And like one of them is black, but then Missoula is really close, and those are yellow, and then Batanta, they're blue. Like it's just so cool to me. So I think it's cool. I think it'd be cool to go find them in the wild and stuff. But I don't want a beta fish. Not interested. Flooded. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay. So, do you have a crocodile monitor? No, and I never will, likely. I mean, crocodile monitors are some of the coolest animals on Earth. Like, in my opinion, cooler than Komodo dragons. I just think they're cooler. However, if one of those were to bite, like Trish got bit by a tree monitor that was like this long, and it messed her up. Like, it messed her hand up. Like, she couldn't move her finger for days, had to go to, like, a doctor, like, the whole thing. And, if that was a croc monitor, she take the strong hand, like, it would just be gone. It would just be gone. Uh, so, no. they're too serious of an animal for me. Yeah. How do I know so much? I just obsess. You can always just go bug Brandon. Yeah, so I was there. I was at Brandon's place. I filmed the video, but Brandon, or sorry, Dion went to Brandon's like 2 days before or a few days before me and put it and I so he put his video out first. And like I told him like, "Hey, you were there first, you put your video out, and then so my video will probably come out in like January maybe." I just don't want to be too close. I don't want to step on his video. Although his video is not performing as well as I had hoped, but yeah, which makes me worry about mine. I watched 152 of your videos this year. Dude, that is awesome. Thank you so much. I say dude, but maybe you're a dudette. I don't know. Yeah, croc monitors are the coolest. Ah, one day. It'd be cool, like, if I had a zoo, like a legit zoo, and a zookeeper who was equipped to do that, 100% I would have croc monitors. But for me in my house, no. Not only that, but, like, Brandon's enclosure, I forget the exact dimensions, but it's something like 14 long by 12 deep, and then, like, 12 feet tall. So it's like this whole room, basically. So I just yeah, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way. Or maybe it's 8 feet tall. No, I think it's 12 feet tall because I got on the top of a stepladder and I had room still. And even though I'm like short, like yeah, it's yeah, 12 feet tall. Pretty sure it's 12 feet tall. But Asher, what's up, dude? But if you watch Diane's video, it's near the I can't remember what part of the video. The whole video is great, so you just watch the whole thing. But he explains the dimensions. I'm pretty sure it's 12 feet deep, 14 feet long, or maybe it's 20 feet long. I can't remember. It's huge. I remember doing like how many gallons it was, and it was like tens of thousands of gallons. I'm getting my first lizard at the Pomona show in January. Nice. That's awesome. Well, I hope I see you again. I'll be there. I watch your videos. Will I work with my red eye? Okay, cool. I thought 6 feet for glass lizards was tall. Yeah. So I would love to do a big setup for my Vitalis. I like the Vitalis a lot. Um, so we're just getting them acclimated, and then we're gonna try to do like some deworming probably, and then hopefully we can put them in a big display. Unfortunately, the Tokays, like there's only two left, and we have like so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know that the farm said they were gonna replace the Tokays that died, and we're actually have to get a bunch of other animals replaced, which we're just getting something else. But yeah, I don't know. I might just sell them off, or like treat them and sell them to somebody, like tell them that they're wild caught, you know? Because yeah, they're doing pretty good. It's just we have two females and like that wasn't what the idea was. So we have them in a pretty big display or like a decent sized display. It's in quarantine, but it's in this it's a display, and it'd be cool to put the Vitalis in there. They move around a lot more. The Tokays we like never see, except for like if we go in at night and then flip the light on, excuse me, and then they just bolt immediately. So yeah. I'm on egg watch with my oldest female Vitalis. So tell me, just message me actually, because like I don't have like a one-on-one conversation in the comments here, but message me about your Vitalis and the breeding and how it works. I'd love to know more. I'm gonna have to blow my nose again. Do you guys come to New England, USA? We were in New England in September. That was really fun. We went to Nerd. I did the video about Nerd, and then we went to a Patriots game, which was really fun, and yeah, it was a good time, real good time. Do you guys? So yeah, but I don't know that you guys don't really have any expos there. Like you have White Plains, but there's really nothing else. Ketchup or mustard? Mustard. Mustard on everything, dog. No calories, and it's delicious. I used to be a competitive bodybuilder, and I remember doing my like at the very end where you're eating like boiled chicken and broccoli, basically. But I could have as much mustard as I wanted. So that was like the saving grace. Mustard and hot sauce. Like those are the saving graces. If you're looking to lose weight and you still want your food to taste good, like it's all gonna taste terrible, but you can at least dip it in hot sauce and mustard. So yeah, ketchup is literally just sugar. Ketchup is disgusting. And people who give like their kids ketchup in the morning for breakfast, like, bro, what are you doing? Stop. Why do people feed children sugar in the morning? Like, what are we doing? Give them a freaking orange. I saw this thing today on Instagram. Oh, dude, it's like this 600-pound 14-year-old. The mother is like shoveling like syrup and waffle. Like, bro, it's like, at what point are we just gonna? Anyway, I'm not gonna go off on this. We have expos, New England Reptile Expo in New Hampshire. So the one in Massachusetts, though, the one in Massachusetts, though, aren't there a lot of laws like with reptiles? Like, what's that one like? Let me know what that's like. Hate cake for breakfast. You're old enough to make your own decisions, Asher. You're almost an adult. I'm talking about like people who like send their kid to school, their 10-year-old to school on like they ate frosted flakes for breakfast. It's like, bro, what are we doing here? Have you ever been to Rexpo in Rochester, New York? No. Is that the one that Dustin runs? No, his is in Buffalo. Do you have a health channel? No, I don't have a health channel. I wish that space is too competitive and like look at me. I would not be if I looked like I did when I was 25, then sure, that'd be great. But it would also have to be YouTube from back then, from 10 years ago. Now it's too competitive. Like there's too many people who because you have to look the part for the health channels, and there's too many people out there that just like even like a Jeff Nippard who is a freak. He's a jack show, like a natural jack show. Like that's as good as you can look natural. Uh like people call him small, so like no one would watch my channel. But anyway, back then I should have started. I did have a channel, but I didn't really give it all I had. Uh Adam just ain't looking healthy like that. Are you telling me I don't look healthy? That's rude. It's true, but I'm going one of the Show Me Reptiles in April. I met one of the Show Me Reptile employees in St. Louis. Seemed pretty cool. I'd like to go to them. I want to go to more expos, like different ones. The NARBCs are awesome. Pomona is my favorite show. Like freaking awesome, but look just fine. Perfect. Which one is better? Which one spelled like you won? Uh, Want to lose weight? I got a secret. Get a husky. Did you eat the husky? What? What are you saying? I saw you in St. Louis. You're definitely healthy. Thank you. Appreciate it. I like that little show I do in Indiana. Oh, cool. And the one that you went to, and then it was really difficult to sell weird reptiles. Uh, Show me an RI. Terrible. Bro, you want to see an RI? I got some snakes to show you RIs. Dude, brutal. Yeah, so it's like so I'm asthmatic, right? So I know what it's like not to be able to breathe and have asthma attacks, and like as you can tell now, like having issues with my nasal cavity. To see a snake with an RI, especially one that you'll know they'll never recover from, is heartbreaking. And I know as somebody who's like experienced in the whole thing, it's like, well, that's just part of how it goes, bro. But like, I love animals, and it's seeing sick animals is still difficult. Like it just is. Even though it's part of it, I get that, but it's still never easy. So seeing seeing a snake that's sick and you can't do anything for them is, bro, it's rough. Uh, yeah, I look forward to seeing you at NRBC too. Top five reptile expos. I actually did a video of top five reptile expos recently. The video did really well. Check it out, please. After this live stream, please go watch it. So I'm gonna do top five jungles, I think, and like go over the top five jungles I've been herping in. Rhode Island. Sorry, I forgot you're from Canada. Yeah, but why do people? I don't understand this. Okay, I go to these reptile expos in the states, and they're like, "Well, I thought you were in Canada." I'm like, "Yeah, planes fly from here. I drive to some of them, so I like. There's no tariff for humans to go across, right?" Anyway, uh, it hits me down to the bone to see a small bug crawling on my snake to realize it's a springtail. Bro, serious. It's like seriously. I get you. I feel you. Like a heart attack, you feel like if a snake is like too far in its water bowl because it's drinking. It's like, oh, is it right? Like I get it. Next time you go to Indonesia, check out Indonesian band Black Rock Dog. They play many of the islands there. Okay, cool. I will. Have you tried Veal Bed? Uh, no. What is that? I take what is it? Allegra. It's like an OTC and a nasal spray. Flow days, I think. I don't know. It's clearly not working right now. And 5 minutes away from the Rhode Island border. Cool. Are you? What are your top five favorite snakes? Oh, that's so tough. Burmese pythons probably are up there. Emeralds to look at. Uh, I don't know. That's so hard. These videos, I know that I just like kind of ramble. And someone said to me recently, "Your videos are just word vomit, bro." It's because I'm an idiot. So like, watch a different channel. Like Clint's available. Like if you want someone smart, go watch Clint. That's why his channel's double the size of mine because he's actually smart. I just tell you what I think about stuff. But uh, where was I even going with that? See, dumb. Yeah. Oh, the videos do take a while to write because I actually do want it to be my favorite reptiles. I don't want it to be like five random reptiles. So yeah. What do we film today? Top five reptiles nobody can own. Pretty excited to release that one. Matt's working on it right now. It's gonna be a good one. Yep. The Texas McQueenie Reptile Expo is insanely small but insanely good. Okay. What's that? Where's that? Which one is the better as a pet, musk turtle or mud turtle? They're the same thing. There's several species of each, but musk turtles and mud turtles are generally interchangeable in terms of like what you call them. I have family in Grimsby, Ontario. Cool. I drive by Grimsby all the time on the QEW. Don't if you want Emerald Tree King's propaganda. That's so true, though. It's so true. If you don't want Emerald Tree King, why is it restricted? Where the moderator is at? Let that through. She didn't say anything wrong. Yeah. Where's McQueenie, Texas? Sorry, that's what I was asking. Where's McQueenie, Texas? Yeah. If you don't want Emerald Tree King propaganda, don't go to Clint's channel. Uh, Clinton. Yeah. That's like, sorry, I'm gonna blow my nose one more time. 100 people watching. Thank you so much. An hour in and we hit the peak. Usually it tapers off after an hour. So cheers to you. Emerald Tree Skinks are the bomb. Yeah, they're cool, but they're no Schneider skink. Let me tell you that. Solid drink. Yeah. Pepsi Zero. It's the best. Drinking sugar pop is disgusting to me. Like, not I don't care if you do it. Just it feels so like sugary pop. Like it feels like my teeth are covered in a film. It's disgusting. Hi from Ottawa. What's the big difference between leopard gecko and giant? What's up from Ottawa? The big difference between leopard gecko and giant leopard geckos are just bigger, basically. They're the same species. So yeah. Oh, thanks, darling. Thank you. If you want to. Welcome, sick Trish. Okay. Yeah. After the amphibians, 13.99 Canadian. Emerald tree skinks are rad and the best, bro. Thank you. It's 13.99. I will tell you the Emerald tree skinks are better than Schneider skinks for 13 minutes and 99 seconds. That's 14 minutes and change. Anyway, and then it's back to Schneider skinks being the best. I stopped drinking sugar. Excuse me. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, gross. The aspartame's not bad for you. It's fine. Just drink it. Don't regret. Feel better, Trish. Making your robe look awesome. Prison is a great guess. What? Who's going to prison? Not me. Uh, Australian water dragons are awesome. They are. Australian water dragons are pretty cool. I watched a documentary recently about lizards, like one of like the Netflix ones with the kids. And then the very last thing they were talking about were oh, it was like lizards of Australia, I think. So they're talking about like parentes and stuff, which are super cool. May or may not be featured in Monday's video. And at the very end, they're showing like I think it was Brisbane, Melbourne. Anyway, there was like a park there, and there was like a ton of Australian water dragons. It's pretty cool. How do you not burn out from work animal care? Oh, bro. What? Here's the thing with burnout. It happens, but if you're an adult and you have to pay bills, you just do it. Don't get me wrong. Like I changed things up a lot. I learned new filming techniques, new editing techniques. I change the type of content that I do. I make new enclosures. I just like do a bunch of different stuff to keep it fun. That's it. Yeah. How to automate everything. Yeah, seriously. Aspartame flares fibromyalgia. Yeah, but does it though? Does it? Like it does, but like you'd have to. What is it? You have to drink like 43 cans in order to get that amount. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not a doctor. Keep that in mind. Okay. I went to the doctor yesterday because I had an eye infection, and I'm like, I think I've got pink eye from allergies, and he's like, that's not a real thing. Like, okay, like Doctor Google, like okay, and then like 2 minutes after that, he's like, well, you can get two different types of pink eye. One is viral, which is and one is bacterial. So you could get it because of things like allergies. Okay, anyway, bro, that was an interesting experience. But anyway, my eyes do feel better today until now for some reason. Gecko Vitalis. You've never claimed to be smart. No, I've never claimed to be smart. That's why when I get these like comments on the internet, like, "Oh, he's just a dumb guy." Yeah, how do you know that? Because I told you. Like, come on. I have to head out. Peace out. Walk the dog. Everything great. Blah blah blah. Okay. Thank you for being here. I stopped drinking pop 10 years ago. Now I drink tea and iced coffee. There you go. Perfect. Uh, yeah, black coffee, diet pop. That's what's up. I did a keto diet in like 2012 or 2013 maybe. So I stopped. We had like a fancy coffee maker where I worked at the time. So I just stopped putting stuff like sweetener and cream in my coffee because you can't have any sort of carbs on keto. Or you shouldn't anyway. So many people are like, oh, I eat bread on keto. Like, okay, stop. Anyway, then I just never went back. So yeah, I think when you get used to things, you just yeah, it works. Slop Finder 911. Great name. $2. I don't read whatever Asian characters those are. Is that Vietnamese? Sorry if that sounds dumb. I don't know. I really should check. Does Vietnam have what's their alphabet look like? What's their writing look like? I guess I don't know why I assumed it's characters. Indonesia isn't. Yeah, anyway. Can you do a cage tour? Yeah, we can do a cage tour. I'm actually doing a video that's a cage tour pretty soon. Lizards live longer. Is that true though? Could I give you some tips? Sure, but what? I was thinking about being a vegan, but a lot of things hurt my stomach. Yeah, I don't know. Why do you want to be a vegan? Not there's anything wrong with being a vegan. Just some people are like, oh, because I like animals. I'm like, being a vegan doesn't save any animals. Those tillers kill more animals than the animals that I eat. That's for sure. But if there's health benefits for you and it works for you, cool. I can't imagine being a vegan. Getting all my protein not from animal sources, can't even imagine. Uh, Thank you for all you do. Thank you for all you do watching. What reptiles are suitable for a 10-gallon aquarium? Soda stream and snakes. Yes, I have a soda stream. I actually broke my soda stream, so I bought another one and sat there in Canadian Tire for 10 minutes waiting for the guy to find one. As he was like, "Do I look jacked?" And then showing me pictures of him half naked. I was like, it was really awkward. Uh, yeah, well, so I'm doing Duolingo for Spanish, which isn't going well. I was thinking about switching to Vietnamese, so I can at least like say please, thank you, chicken, that type of stuff. If you still have one, what size do you keep your blue tongue skink in? 4 by 2 by 2 for both species or both locales. Why are you doing dry lock on the next enclosure? The cork seems because the bassing spot I need for the Kimberleys. I'm scratching my leg, by the way, not doing something nefarious. Yeah, itchy leg. Uh, the bassing spot for Kimberleys has to be really hot, and I don't know that the cork would not combust. And also, I feel like a rocky type surface would be much better. Uh, yeah. So and also it would look more naturalistic. And I did think about that because it's going to kind of stand out. But I'm going to try to plant it as best as I can with like grasses and stuff. I think, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I just feel like that. I wish. Ah, yeah, that's why. Yeah, for Komodo dragon, a 2.5 gallon is the best way to go. Uh, I was doing Duolingo for Indonesian. Oh, well, add me. Let's be friends. Let's start a streak. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Also, if you ever want to join the Patreon, the like tiers where we do one-on-ones, one spot did open. I had a one-on-one today. Awesome. Ivan, who was in here, we do one-on-ones. Awesome. So I really enjoy them. So if you've ever wanted to join, there is one spot left for the junior Bitey Boys tier. It opened up like today or the other day. So anyway, medium upset about what? So far, I think Greg said he had to do a ton of layers of dry lock. Yeah, that's the thing. You need that's where I'm dreading is because okay, so you do your foam, you buy like the pink foam board, you put it on there, you carve it out, you make your ledges, right? Carve those out, put them on there. So that's like days. And then you have to do dry lock, or then you take a heat gun, right? And then you do the dry lock, and then you wait and do the dry lock and wait, do the dry lock and wait like 8 times. I hate projects like that. I want a project where it's like, okay, day one, build the structure. Day two, paint the structure. Day three, the rest of the structure. That's what I like to do. I don't like these rinky dink day after day little thing waiting. Like the way that Brad does it, I do not have the patience for that. Like I freaking hate one of the enclosures that we have in like, as a quarantine enclosure. I started making that enclosure in 2021. I started making that enclosure before my 4-year-old was born, and I just finished it. And it's a 3 by 3 by 18. Like it is not big at all. It is tiny. I finished it in like 2 days. I just didn't want to do the weight. Blah, blah. Like all this rinky dink crap. Anyway, I'm getting worked up over dry lock here. What substrate is good for Team Bearded Dragon? Check out my Bearded Dragon care guide. I mix it up and show you what I use. Uh, what's up, Amy's Reptile Adventures? Did you look at the route? So the other thing I was thinking actually is Zoopoxy. I should talk to Brad and see if he. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if Zoopoxy would work with me. I just want like the easiest way to do it. That's it. That's all I'm looking to do. Yeah. Yeah, this is annoying. I can't freaking breathe. ED. Sorry to hear that about yourself. Wicked vlogs. We did a few vlogs, but people didn't really watch them. I did one with Dave once. It was really fun, but DDG. Can we just get rid of this Whitney Cheeks person, please? Either Asher or Trish. Just yeah, get rid of this person, please. You and Brad should do a collab. We did. I posted that video last month, I think, but it's up there. It would work. It would work. Just wasn't sure if you could get Zoopoxy. Yeah, I mean, I could just go like order it to my PO box and like drive across the border and come bring it back. I don't think there's like any reason I can't have it in Canada. I just don't think they'd ship here, so I have to go get it. What's your favorite best reptile you own? It's so hard. I like the Fijis a lot because they're handleable and personable. Like I literally open the glass and they jump out at me. The Schneider skinks are like that. I still love Kratos. So yeah, there's a few. But the tree monitors, like I love the tree monitors. This is annoying. Anyway, uh, Google, bro. I'm doing a live stream, not googling characters right now. Just tell me what it means. Also, if I Google that, is it gonna put me on like a watch list? Like, what are we doing? Just got my first reptile and getting into reptile world. Honestly, been loving it. Your videos are so helpful. Despite well, hey, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Darkling beetles. Yeah. We're gonna do this month. We're gonna do some good videos. I'm doing a video called "I made $1 million on YouTube, but it's not what you think." Spoiler alert. Uh, I didn't keep $1 million. I'm not a millionaire. So that video is coming, and then when you get more Schneiders, to get more of them out there, maybe. Sadly, Fijis are illegal where you are. I love Bell's face. Yeah, Bell's face lace splitters are awesome. Even the normal, like the regular Bell's face, look awesome too. What's the biggest reptile you have? Alfie, probably. Are you ever gonna get another gargoyle? Probably not. So, I was thinking about doing a reptile room tour this month, but I want this enclosure to be done. Brandon Coldblood, yeah, Brandon Canadian Coldblood. He has Bell's. Yeah, so that's who I was talking about earlier. By the way, so they're pretty cool. I got to see them in person. Whatever happened to your other channel, Informal History? You ever gonna do that? So I was paying about $900 a month to run that channel. Didn't really make any sense to be paying to run a channel. So I don't know. I'd like to, but yeah, we'll see. Uh, I'm not sure about spiny tail iguanas. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Yeah. So reptile room tour, maybe. What else? I think we have like 5 more videos this month. 5 top 5 reptiles that nobody can keep. That one's gonna be, there's 81 thumbs up. That one's gonna be on Monday. That was already filmed. Just waiting, Matt's editing it right now. And then the banger video, or not like the one that I'll hopefully never have to make again is I had to euthanize all my snakes. That's gonna be a video this month too. So yeah, not looking forward to making that one, but it'll be enough of the most unique video that I've ever made, that's for sure. Would you ever consider getting a chameleon? I had a chameleon. Beef boy. What are you guys doing here? Beef boy 434. Uh anyway, sorry. Would you ever consider getting a chameleon? It is a lot at the initial setup, but it's not bad afterwards. I think it's worth it. I had a carpet chameleon for a while, but she passed away. Her name was Violet. I liked her a lot. And all the lights are off. I love the Arcadia, Luminis. They're the best. They are the best. So, yeah. 83 thumbs up. Thanks, guys. All right, I'm gonna do one more little nose blow here. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about? Questions you'd like to ask? Are you gonna get any amphibians? I have lots of amphibians. I do. Hey, uh, yeah, Parsons Chameleon are sick. Like they're so cool. But yeah. Hey, Adam, been watching you for a while, doing my own research and watching videos of others. Finally got comfortable enough to get my own since, okay, that's cool. Well, hey, congratulations on your 9 reptiles. You should do a top 5 amphibians and ruin it with a reptile. That's a good idea. I like that a lot. Love Schneiders. Thank you. I just wanted to say thank you for all you do. Well, hey, thank you for all you do by watching the channel. Please hit the like button, everyone. Man, Ashley, you're good at this. You're a natural. So, anyway, are there any video ideas that I haven't done yet that you guys want to see? I used to have a Discord for this, but I don't really have a Discord for getting ideas anymore. So, yeah, I would love to gather them right here. I can look at myself. I look like I'm sick. Australian water dragons. I don't have Australian water dragons though, so I can't really make a video about them. But I included them in top 5 list though. I have 2 EcoFlex enclosures. They are great. I do like them. I have 20 Cape House steaks. They're all pretty cool. Yeah, the EcoFlex, I don't know how they keep them that cheap because, like, of the other enclosures of that price point, the EcoFlex are so much better. Like, it's not even close. Like, not even close. Bro, the snow is killing us here. No, we've had, like, no snow, like, a dusting, and that's it. Although today was -10. Yeah. I've been so busy, I didn't close my pool. Usually, I close my pool in October. But the people who opened it did a terrible. They charged me $400 to show up, dump some chemicals in, didn't brush it, didn't put the ladders in, didn't put the cover away. They just showed up, took the cover off, dumped some chemicals in it, and dipped. $400. What a piss off. So I'm like, F that. I'm just gonna close it myself. And then I closed it today when it was -10. So I learned my lesson. Top 5 enclosure brands. Let me think on that. Are you gonna go visit Mikey? Maybe. Have you done legless ones are cool. I just don't know much about them. Yeah, -10 is really cool. So from what I understand about the dragon snakes, someone successfully bred them and the babies popped out, but none of them survived. That's what I understand. That's what I was told by another person who's trying to breed them. What should I get at? So, by the way, that might be incorrect. That's just what I heard in St. Louis in person from somebody else who's like an expert on the species. Do you have any recommendations for control centers? No, get some like Govee smart plugs, and then like the Govee ecosystem's nice. They don't sponsor me anymore. They're not connected to Chewy, so like this is just my recommendation. But it all works together really well. I think Inkbird does the same, but I've never tried it. Govee is the ecosystem I use, and it works really good. Yeah. Any new collabs coming up? Yes, but it's a secret. 25 gang. Mine is 25, bro. What's your opinion on I don't know what those are. I don't know what that is. Sci-fi reptiles that would scare your mom but are actually puppy dogs. Burmese pythons. How lizards turned into birds. Ooh, that'd be good. He's oh yeah, Vietnam. We're going to Vietnam. There's a group chat. There's a link in the pinned comment. Join the group chat. Let's talk. To uh oh, I guess I could. Oh, and in the description of this video, there's another video, which is like the teaser video. So let me know what you think. What should I get as a not so expensive first lizard? Oh, I don't know. What do you like? Do you like tropical desert species? Do you like big, small? What kind of diet do you want? Like, I don't know. What color should I paint my room? Favorite animal that you saw at the in Expo this year that was not on display or for sale. If it wasn't on display, how would I have seen it? Oh, that was maybe display only? Is that what you mean? Uh, Robert Ballon, Farmhouse Reptiles. He had a bunch of monitors. Those are my favorite, especially Squid, his Black Dragon. Those are my favorite that I saw at Expos this year. Come visit the reptile shops in Charleston, South Carolina. Uh, okay. Is there anything else around there that I can do? I always like when I do trips like that, I always like plan many things rather than just like one thing. Uh, oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I don't want to say what I saw because then if someone knows who it is and then I get in trouble from the expos. So there's been many a time I've seen things that shouldn't be at expos that were under a table, like, hey, Adam, come look at this. But I'm not talking about that here. I don't want people to get in trouble. How are your tree monitors doing? I definitely oh, bro, they are so good. All of them are good. I now have 3 blacks, 2 blues, 1 yellow. So I need another yellow. And I need a pair of greens, a pair of Bobia, a pair of Biox. Anyway, my wife is upset upstairs probably. Uh, yeah. Do you have any tips? Doing a ton of research on steak. How is Diamond? Diamond's doing really good. It's congestion out of the Southeast US is great for herping too. Yeah. I don't wanna do a full herping tour though. Like, if I go do something in the States, I'm not doing, like, just a herping tour. So, because like yeah, no. Do you like the yellow is my favorite, I think. I think the yellow is my favorite tree monitor. We've got one, her name is Citrine. She's beautiful. She's not very big yet, but, that one came from Indonesia. So, although of all the issues we had with the Indonesia import, the monitors look great. You know, we have the yellow we have is like not a hatchling, a little bit bigger than a hatchling, and then the black that we got is a female who is almost full grown. So yeah, pretty dope. I ordered a hatchling and got a full grown almost, which is freaking awesome. Like great, can breed sooner. You know, and I can make my own hatchlings. You go see small expos and rate them. That's a good idea. I went to one in Kissimmee once. I just showed up. I bought a ticket, didn't tell anyone I was coming, just showed up. That was actually really fun. Good time. That's where I met Adam Proper Royals. Proper Royals. Adam oh, I went blanking on his last name. You guys know what I'm talking about. Oh, that's gonna bug me. Shira. You should go to you should go to South Carolina and side trip to Kentucky for a bottle of bourbon for your dad. Huh, that guy has the same last name as me. That's weird. That's a good idea. My dad would approve. Worst handling reptile that you have kept. My Euromastic, which is crazy because like they're nothing crazy, but he just like he's tail whipped and he was just yeah. Just it was like one individual. Chinese cave gecko is doing good. Donna convinced me by a ton of research and saving money. She also understands that I will not help with. I don't know what you're. There's one right near Kissimmee that's this weekend. Yeah, the one I went to was in. It was a Repticon and it was in April. It was a few years ago. I have a green steel-bellied lizard. That's pretty cool. You second Kentucky. Nice. 45 minutes for Bardstown. Oh, cool. I like to go to Kentucky. It's drivable. Somebody invited me to go to a Cincinnati Reptile Expo, so I'm just working out details about that. But yeah, I mean, I would just drive to that one. That'd be cool. That'd be like a cool little trip because Kentucky's like not that far, right? Am I thinking? Yeah, yeah, right. Cincinnati's like the low, like southern Ohio, and then yeah, right. Am I right? Okay. Sin City. Ha. Yeah. Speaking of Sin City, I want to go to Las Vegas too, real bad. There's a reptile like yeah. I don't know. I would like to go because I don't gamble at all. Like I'll put like $10 on the sports game or whatever, but like I don't have any interest in casinos at all. I want to go to Las Vegas because there's a bunch of cool reptile stuff there and people that I really like. Fear Fascination is there. Love those people. The guy above was asking how to convince mom to allow a ball python. Show her my video, how to convince your parents to buy a snake. My favorite country to my favorite country to have been to so far, Bali, Indonesia has been my favorite place that I've been to so far. So Indonesia, I would say. I need to go back to Indonesia. Yeah, Cincinnati's about 2 hours. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. My sister drove to Kentucky once, and I thought it was crazy. And then she's like, "Yeah, it's not that bad." Sugar Tip Moonshine Distillery in South Carolina is a must stop. Okay, cool. Las Vegas is life changing. Yeah, but like, I'm not doing the whatever happens in Vegas stuff. Like that stuff does nothing for me. I want to go like I think it'd be cool to go to a restaurant at 4 in the morning. Like, can't do that here. Uh, it's the desert. So I was there's a expo that's kinda like a B2B expo that there was talk about me going to that's in Vegas, but it's in, like, August or September or something, and I'm like, "I wanna go, but, like, can't we do this in February?" You know? Bro, I need better drugs. My face is, like, congested. Anyway, beef boy, you smell like beef. I smell like beef. Alright, I'm gonna do one more of these. Anything else you'd like to talk about? All 87 of you? Even if you're, like, on the fence about joining the group chat, at least in the link below here, there's a link to the hype video. At least watch it. I put a lot of work into it. It's 55 seconds. You know, let me know how I did. So, beef boy, you're weird. I don't know what you're doing here. Anyway, reptile expo in February and yeah, but I don't want to go. I don't want to go to upstate New York in February. I want to go somewhere where it's warm in February. That's the whole point. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes, you could please blow your nose some more. That would be great. Sir, if you come to the Ohio Valley, bring the allergy meds for real. Yeah. Love your channel, bro. Are there plans? No, I'm not gonna do another Lacerda guide. I don't have a Lacerda anymore. Will you make more videos of informal history? I saw all of them one day when I was sick. I don't know. I'd love to bring back the channel. It just didn't do as well. I probably should have given it more time. Like seeing how well Dave's food videos are doing now, and that channel was outperforming Dave's. So I don't know. Maybe if I didn't give up on it, it was just costing me money to run it. And like, yeah, 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 we'll see. Well, yes, I'll be at Pomona in January. Oh, hey, Riley, what's up, dude? Yeah, I'll be at Pomona. Yeah, it's pretty bad up here right now. Yeah, honestly, like it's weird. It's like only in my house. It's like, I think it's because I have 4 dogs and all the windows are closed because it's winter. So normally, if I'm outside, I'm fine. San Diego would love to see you whenever you get too cold, bro. I love San Diego. I went there and MJ, like from Trap Talk, toured Dave and I around for a taco tour. First of all, best tacos on the planet that I've ever tried. I've never been to Mexico, so maybe they're better there. But I think it's mostly Mexicans in San Diego making them, right? And the weather was beautiful, the beaches were beautiful, like, everything was great, the people are nice, I loved San Diego, it was great. What's the expo you're going to in the US? A bunch of them? Pomona's the next one, January. Can we talk about your theory that Dave is Bigfoot? I don't think it's a theory, it's, like, just undeniable fact. Dave is obviously Bigfoot. Yeah, like, have you ever seen Dave and Bigfoot in the same place at the same time? There you go. Yeah. It's so nice to see the love for informal history. Like, yeah, I really did like that channel a lot, but it is what it is. How are the garden lizards? They're doing good. They're in quarantine, so that's the thing is like I do videos down here, and then everything that's quarantined, after I service it, I like wash my hands and change my clothes and like all this stuff. So what are we laughing at? What reptile is this? I don't know. So the garden lizards are good, but they're at a place where I don't really film a lot. So because they're upstairs in quarantine. Yeah. Uh, yeah, it's gonna be an interesting video. So we're yeah, for another day. Is Dave also Santa Claus? Because I have not seen those two together either. No, Dave would be more like the Grinch, I think. Big and hairy and heart 2 sizes too small. No, I'm just kidding. I saw Dave was doing some cool stuff with Zilla today. Love to see it. I got to hang out with the Krampus. So true. I got to hang out with the Zilla guys at St. Louis, and it was really fun. They were pretty cool. I like those guys a lot, actually. What are the plants that actually survive bigger lizards? Uh, Green. That's how I read it. uh, so I recommend big staghorn ferns. They One of them is doing pretty good. Um, we've got I don't know what this is. Come with me. We're not connected to anything. Where is it? Whatever this is did really, really well. The spath is doing good. The rubber plant is doing like meh. Uh, this isn't for monitors. This is for Australian frill dragons, but the yuccas are doing good. The string of turtles is doing pretty good. String of turtles is doing really good in stitches enclosure. So I'm gonna do a whole video about it because like it's a lot of like what plants you do and then like where you plant them and how you plant them, I think too. Like that's a big part of it. So yeah. Yeah, man. I wish it Dracaena compacta withstands adult blue tongues. Okay, cool. Oh, this thing needs to be tightened again. Monitors are the best. I've got 3, a peach throat, an Alki, and a Savannah. I'm about to get a baby peach throat from Nick. That's awesome. Nick is the freaking man, by the way. If you haven't checked out Monitor Brains podcast, I love Nick and I love Uncle Mike. And their last podcast with Tom Crutchfield, no matter how you feel about Tom, was so interesting. Last night, as I'm outside at -10, trying to break the ice in my pool so I can close it properly, that's what I was doing, is listening to them and having a lengthy conversation with Mike Titula over Snapchat. So interesting evening, but Monitor Brain was great, and yeah, Nick is the man. So I would love to get a black dragon from Nick, and then one from Robert, and then make them make babies. Do you have any videos on your frillies? No, but they're coming soon. How are the ports? They're doing good. I'm gonna hop out. Yeah, please do shoot me a message about your Vitalis. I can hear Elfie screaming upstairs, like playful screaming, not upset screaming. What's your dream animal? I would love a tree monitor, but I don't have the money or space. My dream animal, I kind of have them all. Bolin's pythons, a Parenti monitor, but I mean like for so many reasons. No. Uh, Lace monitors again for so many reasons. No. There is one monitor species that I am very interested in, which I'm hopefully gonna get next year. That's the plan, because I have, like yeah, it's for a different video, the whole situation. But, yeah, there's another yeah, believe I'm not telling you what monitor it is either. It's one you've never heard. Feel free to guess what monitor it is. A very not even rare, they're rare, but, like, a very never talked about monitor to the point where I can't find anything on Reddit or any part of the internet about people actually keeping them. So feel free to guess, and if you, get it right, then I'll give you a high five virtually on the internet. My favorite BOA? Ooh, not Gillen's. Gillen's are talked about quite a bit. Well, I guess maybe I listen to to Monitor Brains, and they talk about them a lot. So, yeah. Spoon-fed is the longest word with the letters reverse alphabetical. Oh, cool. That's pretty cool. Beef Boy, you are strange. Uh, Boys and their Snapchat. Yeah. You should see what else we said. No, I'm just kidding. It's mostly things that would get us canceled if we were anyway. Uh, Favorite boa. It's so hard. I have a leopard boa that is gorgeous, like unbelievably good looking. I like her a lot. Dual boas I like, emeralds I like a lot. The Indonesian boas are really nice. So earless monitors, not interested. So funny. Fadi calls me today. He's like, "Hey, am I tripping out?" Because he re-edits my videos for Facebook. "Did you forget number 3 in the video?" And I'm like, "Yes, I did forget." And it was earless monitors for the overrated reptiles. And I was gonna say earless monitors are just basically like a box of dirt and murky water because you never see them. They're cool, but they're expensive, and their bites suck, by the way. Uh, yeah, we don't really know what's going on with their bites. I just know that it's like it's painful and it bleeds a lot. Anyway, I'm not doing your best care guide. Uh, and Chomper is a black uh, tree monitor, Becarii. Braze monitors, no. Angle monitor, no. And I don't even really know what those are. Hit me with a Latin name. What are those? I'm turning into Mike Titula. What's the Latin name? Ooh. Earless monitor is just, oh, yeah, it's just only an aquatic word. Exactly. I agree. It's not a mangrove. No, this is like an animal that you've probably never even heard of before. So I will accept the Latin name or one of 2 common names for this animal. Not quince, but you're on the right track, sort of. You spray 2.9 drops of saliva per word on average. Talker sprays about oh, Beef Boy. At lea Buster Rhymes might have who's Beef Boy? No, okay, no, it's not I don't know what a silver monitor is. So, now that I'm, like, down this rabbit hole of monitors, because there's so many monitors that there's not in captivity, it's cool because you learn about stuff that you wouldn't have learned about just watching stuff about pet monitors, not a Parenti monitor. No, we were just talking about Parentis. This is a monitor I've never talked about on the channel before. I didn't even know it existed until about a year ago. Best substrate for Bab Blue Tongue. Check out my Blue Tongue care guide. It's not a peach throat, not a Parenti. I would love to visit Camp Kennan. It'd be cool to go there with the Flukers people because he's also sponsored by Flukers, and Flukers has already been there. Olivaceous. So no, it's not a spitty. Uh, Spitties are interesting because they're kind of like on their own in terms of like a subgenus. Uh, the average belly button. Nebulosis. Nope. I want to see a white tree frog. It doesn't croak a lot at night. The boys do. Yes, spinnies are crazy. It's not a tricolor, but tricolors are also insane. They're beautiful, but boy, would I be not interested in keeping one. Favorite music artist? Well, according to Spotify this week, it's Young Gravy, which no, uh, I don't know who my favorite music artist is, but I don't know. I like a lot. I don't know. Slipknot, Dead Divine, Elton John, CCR. They're all good. I don't know, like a bunch. Turquoise monitor? No. Sailfin Dragon? That's not a monitor. Bengal? No. Not a lace monitor. Cordensis are sick, but it's not that. It's not that genus. Dropping in to say what's up. Oh, hey, Brad. We were literally just talking about you. What's up, Brad? We're talking about this project that I'm dreading. That you would probably do it as like the easiest build you could ever do. But my Kimberly Rock monitor enclosure, like it's built. Like it's a shell. I just have to like do the carving and yeah. Anyway. Blue tail, no. Peacock, no. Okay. So peacocks are super cool. Blue tails, so there it was between two monitors that I was gonna get into next. Blue tails and then this other monitor. The blue tails are amazing. Just in my opinion, they're kind of like mini croc monitors in a lot of ways. People who keep them say that, by the way, not my opinion, just from what I understand, I'm doing research. So blue tails are really cool. I was really on the fence, but I'm leaning towards this other species of monitor in the same subgenus. But blue tails are freaking awesome. That's a great guess. Kimberly Rocks, no, I've already got three of those. Yeah, blue tails are insane. They're so cool. But yeah, I think that's just like a step above where I want to be right now for monitors. Maybe when I'm a little bit more experienced. Not Bengal. Why isn't Chewy delivering to Alberta yet? Chewy's not doing Canada yet for reptile stuff. We're just too small of a market. Maybe one day. They do dog and cat stuff though. Uh, that's the helicopter thing I did know, Beef Boy. That's pretty cool. I did know that. Uh, Spencer, I know. We're doing a guess what species of monitor I'm getting into next. Uh, yeah. I'd be shocked if anyone guesses, honestly. I mean, which is crazy because there's only like how many genuses or how many sorry species of monitor are there? Like 70 something, right? Quick cage tour behind you. We just did one, but I'll do another one in a sec. Uh Hacknet frogs, no, they're boring. Cody Joes are terrifying. Oh, does Cody Joe have blue tails? Oh, cool. I should talk to him about it. I would love to see what he's got there. Uh Brandis, no, we were just talking about tricolors. I think they're cool, but no. Pilbarensis, no. This is the bigger monitor than Pilbarensis. Or I'm talking about stuff that like there's no keeper, like there's no modern YouTube videos about this species. Boarding wheel monitors not true varanids. Finchii, no. Good guess. They're really cool, but no. See, now we're like along the right track of like stuff that nobody knows about. Um, He has a ton of stuff. The blue tails are the scariest in the room. Yeah, that's the thing is, like, I didn't realize so when I started looking into blue tails, it was like, "Okay, cool." Like, they're beautiful and they're, kinda like an Indicus, not really, though. And then I started to realize what they are, and they're much more like a croc monitor in a lot of ways than anything else, and I'm just not ready for an animal like that yet. So, desert or rock monitor? Nope. Uh, I'll give you a hint. It's an Indonesian monitor. As if that really narrows it down. There's so many of them. uh, are belly newts easy to care? Oh, fire belly newts. I don't know. I think so, but I don't actually know. What's your favorite non-rear fang venomous snake? Oh, like true like "Rah." Eyelash vipers, squams, bushmasters. I like the vipers a lot, especially like the colorful arboreals. Not that a bushmaster is a colorful arboreal, but you know what I'm trying to say. Uh, if you had to choose what to breed with snowmorph, I don't know, but ask freaking Bree and Mike. I don't know. Uh, Colii is a great guess. But no, I know someone who just brought in some Colii, and they're beautiful. They're amazing. I believe they're an Indicus, right? But they're not. No, not Colii. Another great guess. Great guess. Uh, Reindeer Gunthers. I don't even know what that is. Uh, so somebody's googling now. Telen Ticetus. I don't even know how to. But isn't that one of the tree monitors? I wish I had another phone because there's 6 tree monitors you can have in captivity. There's another 3 species, and I think that's one of them that you can't actually keep. It's not a peach throat. Peach throat is Jobiensis, right? Which of your pets takes the most time? Elfie. Bhutan. In regards to what? It's not. No, it's not. Is there a Bhutan monitor? What's the species name? Uh, yeah. Uh, Brad. Of course, you're the one who gets it. Yes. Stago or Torch monitors. Varanus Obor. Nick has them actually. So Bomei are dope, but that's another tree monitor. So anyway, the answer to the question was Brad got it. And Brad, how did you guess that? Why did you guess? What made you know that? I'm curious. Uh, ever have you ever heard of a long-nosed leopard lizard? Nope. Sounds like a dirty name for something from second, like I don't know. 199. Favorite of all your animals? Elfie. Uh, yeah. Yeah, Brad, how did you guess that? Rare and Flamingo. Oh, there you go. Okay, cool. Most people don't even know they exist. They're cool. It has amazing head structure. Breed it to a sable. Oh, you're talking about hognose again. Uh, yeah, there's no videos on them, and like even on Reddit, like dude, go to Reddit, and you can find everything on Reddit. You know, how do I turn my pink camper into a red fire truck? And you'll have like somebody on Reddit talk about something like I just thought of that randomly. But for Obor, there is nothing, zero. There's one reel from the reptile park that I went to in Bali, Indonesia, and didn't see them there when I was there. And then there's like a few, there's a 14-year-old video on YouTube, and then like a couple shorts. And then there's an Indonesian guy who did a video, but it's in Indonesian, and that was really sad because it's like a box like this big with a freaking Miranda, Varanus Obor in it. But yeah, I'm about to go eat ghost pepper wings. Wish me luck. Good luck. I had medium wings earlier, which were still too spicy for the 6-year-old. Yeah, that's my go-to move. Uh, Cody has them? No way. All right, I'm gonna message him. I was talking to him earlier, yesterday. Cool. I gotta talk to him and he's on West Coast time, so I can message him now. That's an obscene. Cool. Yeah, I didn't know that, but would you recommend keeping long-tailed grass lizards? I like them, but I've heard they're not great for keeping captive. Sex latiatus. So there's a bunch of different species. Mike Taitula will try to convince you that paying $400 for one of his is better than getting one of the Sex Latiatus for $12, and he's probably right. I mean, buy captive bred when you can, but in terms of, like, enjoyment, I like the Sex Latiatus that I got. 5 out of the 10 survived, which is pretty good, so they're in quarantine right now, right? We're gonna like, do a fecal and see what we need to give them. We're just trying to acclimate them before we do any internal parasite control. Anyway, Oh, hey, what's up, Jordan? Good to see you there too, buddy. Do you have any satanic litho geckos? No, they're cool, but they're just not for me. Yeah. When would you be willing to get your child a reptile for himself? When they prove that they are responsible to do that, which ain't anytime soon. Does Diamond like sitting on your head? Uh, Not really. He prefers my shoulder. Yeah. Yeah. So like now I'm just obsessing over monitors. The thing is, like, I don't have a room set up for like a bunch of monitors. I really do like the ones I have. I like the tree monitors a lot, but like it's like this drug where like oh, the tree monitors are cool. It'd be much cooler. Why don't you get a blue tail? Like, so it's like fighting that off to the point where in the other room I want to make more enclosures for more monitors because like now I'm kind of like out of room, right? So and then I've got one of these enclosures down here that I'm separating. That's like my next project after the Kims. Then putting more monitors in there. Yeah, CB, yeah, secondly, yes. Are yeah, I've seen them sometimes for well, I don't know if they're actually captive, but I've seen them for $40. But yeah, up to $100 seems about right. They have tails. Yeah, they're awesome. Their tails are crazy. Is a super dwarf retech a good first snake for an adult who has done all the research? For some people, I mean, for me, if I got a super dwarf as my first snake, I probably would have been scared of snakes. They're just too reactive for me. It just depends on your personality, right? Like some people like German Shepherds, some people like golden retrievers. I'm a golden retriever guy. That's why I have burps, you know? So, uh, what happens if your beardy meets your cat and they want to be friends? Dude, don't introduce your cat to your beardy. Your cat is a predator and your beardy is prey. And even if it went well a couple of times, like cats are murderers, dude. Don't do that. It's so wrong. Yeah. Euromastics make amazing pets. Uh, yeah, I mean, I always wanted Uromastics. Actually, Uromastics were in my overrated reptiles list. I had a bad experience with the one that I got. He was just like flighty and wanted nothing to do with me. But I think they're cool. It's just they're not really for me. I think that's the thing too. Is like there's certain like I love tree monitors, but they're not for everybody. Someone might say that they got a tree monitor, they had a bad experience, and it's a stupid reptile to have. So just some people have different experiences. The first few corn snakes I had were bitey little demons, and then I got some that were awesome. So it's just everyone has a different experience. Uh, well, don't let your cat meet your beardy. If your cat meets your beardy, it's your fault. Jeez, their saliva is also very dangerous for a reptile. What species are we talking about? Yeah. Uh, your master start for me just because like they take up a lot of space. I think to care for them properly, they take up a lot of space, and it's a really hot basking spot, and they're just kind of boring in my opinion from my experience, right? So they just kind of like sit there a lot, and what you could say about a bearded dragon too, really. I don't know, they just didn't do it for me. Like there's certain animals that you get, and they just don't do it for you. And I know that I get sometimes like there's person on the internet who just wants to be famous so bad and just has no following, doesn't understand how to get one, and just loves to talk crap about me. And one of the comments in the comment section of one of these videos was, well, Adam just flips them nonchalantly because I was getting rid of Irwin, which took me, I see, keep saying 9 months, it was a year. I had, or not Irwin, sorry, Steve for sale for a year because I wanted them to go to the perfect home. He's just getting rid of animals all willy nilly. Like, okay, all right, sure. And anyway, this person whose entire personality online is like hating on me, uh, highlighted or pinned the comment. Like, bro, get a life. So anyway, I don't think it's a problem if you get a reptile and realize that it's not for you to rehome that reptile as long as you give it to a good home. It's not like a dog. A dog is going to grow attachment to you. A Euromastics isn't. And I know some people are going to be like, they have emotion. And sure, maybe we're learning the science, we're learning more, but I promise you, your Euromastics is not going to yearn over you like a dog would if you were to rehome a dog. Anyway, there's my rant. Is your fault if your brother was pet sitting and uh yeah, so yeah, my Euromastics used to club me with his tail. He never tried to bite me. Herbivores bite hurt in general. Oh, are you saying that yeah, anyway. How are your collar lizards? Sleeping again? Like, my collar lizards are trying to do basically what my Tegu did and just sleep forever, I think. Yeah. Wicked's Wicked Cooking when? In Vietnam, we're doing a cooking class. Come with. Uh, Dogs are the worst pets. Okay. I freaking love my dog. Cat or dog person? Dog person, 1,000,000%. Also, you think I feel, like, stuffed up now? If there was a cat in this room, bro, it'd be bad. I don't have a cat, I'm allergic to cats. What's a crazy take? Oh, that dogs are the worst pet? Yeah, it is. I feel like a lot of reptile people are dog people. It's interesting. I made a video about, like, comparing dogs and the one comparing cats. The dog one has, like, 600,000 views, the cat one has, like, 20,000 views. And yeah, collar lizards would make a great first reptile. Well, tell your brother not to be a bozo. How about that? Anyway, yeah. Have a huge tank with a knoll, and I feel it's a wasted with only a knoll. Yeah, so this is gonna be, like, controversial, I don't care, I think I'm right. You could, cohab your knoll. I mean, obviously do the research on how to do it. There's certain species that would work. Long-tailed grass lizards would be one of them that could work. Tree frogs of various species, like green tree frogs, especially. Just make sure, like, there's a bunch of parameters. I'm not telling you just to go and buy these species and jam them in. And this is like a whole talk. This isn't like for 2 seconds to reply to a question on a live stream. But yes, you definitely can. It's just doing it the proper way. Nearly 2 hours strong. Is that your passive aggressive way to say stop streaming and come watch with me? Because I'll come watch the show with you. I'd like to watch a documentary about Miranda Sabora, but it doesn't exist. uh, he still says they should be friends. So your brother intentionally let them meet? What a bozo. Uh, yeah, don't let your brother pet sit for you again. Yeah, it's so much fun. Anyway, uh, my Savannah cat acts like a dog. Savannah cats are crazy. Can't let your brother pet sit. Yeah, no doubt. I don't know. I don't know what you don't know. So go hang with your sick wife. He said it was an accident, but then he also, bro. I feel like you're like 13 years old. You just like talking. Anyway, is there anything else you'd like to cover before I say goodnight and then go hang out with my sick wife? Do you sell to the USA? I have a better understanding of how to sell to the USA now. Yes, I just have nothing for sale. Um, yeah, of like it is as unfortunate as my importing experience was, I had a bunch of people reach out to me, and now I understand how to do importing and exporting, much better than I understood before. So, I learned a lot. You always say, like I do believe this, in every, like, bad experience or, like, troublesome experience, there's always a lesson, and the amount of people that have reached out to me over the last month and a half, 2 months about importing, exporting is crazy. So, I'm just very lucky that, like, I kinda know what I'm doing now, or at least have the right people to, like, help me out. So, I feel like too, there's a lot of gatekeeping in reptiles. Like, there are people, like yeah, so just to have people be like, "Hey, what do you need to know? This is how you do it, and then you do this, and then you do this." There's so few of those people, I feel like. So, like, the people who are just actually genuinely willing to help you and don't, like, vaguely give you like, yeah, it's awesome. Anyway, where's Trish? Trish is sick. "Oh, what's up, Turds and Herbs? Were you working today?" Feels like I only go live when you work. "Please keep put the Redfoots in more videos." Okay. "I'm getting a pink tongue skink." Awesome. Bro, my off-limit skinks aren't breeding. I don't know what the hell I don't know what to say, I'm sorry. How do you feel about trading reptiles? I mean, it depends. Like, I think that if you're like there's like some monitor people that I know where they'll trade like certain individuals because it suits the breeding needs and they have but like trading willy-nilly like trading cards, I don't think that's a good idea. But if you like know another experienced keeper and they say, "Hey, like I have a female for your male of this. Can I have and like that type of thing where it's like very strategic. But if it's just like, "Hey, do you want this? I don't know. What do you got for trade?" Like I don't like that stuff. Wicked's Wicked crypto win. Yeah, running a crypto scheme? Bruh. I invested heavily into crypto in, like, 2021, and then now I just, like, have my daily panic attack watching it, like, go up and down. Top 5 enclosure brands. That's a good one, I'd have to think about it. Take the euro to the vet, yeah, yeah. Uh, "You've spent 2,307 minutes learning, and that's not all. Update your app to see." Okay, Duolingo. Did Alfie get you sickly? Don't have a vet. Why do you have reptiles then? Bro. Yeah. It's crazy. I remember even up until recently, I've been to the reptile vet than more time this year than collectively the rest of my life. I've been to the vet more times in the last month and a half than I've been collectively the rest of my reptile keeping career. So you don't need a reptile vet until you need a reptile vet. Let me tell you, always have one available because sometimes you need one and there's no like at home remedy. Bro, you look tired. You should leave you alone, but we all support you. Oh, like I'm doing this. Like I look tired because I had an eye infection earlier this week and now I'm stuffed up. I'm good, bro. But thank you for I appreciate it. Are you planning on working, selling house snakes? Yeah, so I'm gonna keep a couple pairs, and then sell the rest. So that's what I'm gonna do. My turtle has cost me 11 grand, bro. What? And your turtle's probably free. Sorry for your migraines. I get them too. Yeah, oh, you're talking about Trish. Uh, so what should I do? At least telemedicine. Like telemedicine doesn't require you to have anyone near you. So at least telemedicine, if nothing else. Yeah. Yeah. Don't get reptiles if you don't have a plan if they get sick. You can't just let your reptiles rot. Bro, there's no substitute for an actual exotic vet rep. I can't imagine trying to take a snake to a regular. Yeah. Yeah, but like what I'm saying is like telemedicine will work for some things, right? Like if you just have like a regular respiratory infection, which happens in some species, uh, you can do a telemedicine, take pictures, video, whatever. They'll send you the drugs. I've done that before. If you have something more serious, then sometimes you need an in-person vet. Like, and sometimes you have to travel. It's just the way it is. Like, get in your car and go. Sorry, it just go. Like, stop. Now you know. I'm telling you to drive to your vet. I don't care if it's 4 hours. Just go. Can't let your animal just die. Yeah, yeah. At least try telemedicine first. Oh. I agree, Abby. Make the drive. Says me, where my veterinarian is literally down at the end of my street. But anyway, the closest vet for exotic, yeah. My brother's a fear of snakes. What medicine? Bad. Unless it came in with tail rot, which it happens too. Is there a good reptile vet list for state? Oh, that'd be kind of cool. I don't know if that exists, but that'd be kind of cool if that existed. I just got lucky. The vet down the street from me is like, we have an exotic vet now. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Uh, when are you posting my reel? Probably in January. How humid is that room? Are you No, I'm in here because this is where all this stuff is. We did like a little Where in Canada are you? Southern Ontario, my friend. 50 states, 50 states. They used to be one. I'll see if it can. Oh, of course, Jordan would know. Jordan knows a lot of. Jordan's like an encyclopedia of stuff, it seems like. Uh, Jen Black has a list per state. Oh, cool. Oh, Jen. Yeah, she used to do the Monitor podcast with Mike. Yeah. I'm dying here. Is there anything else anyone would like to see and or talk about? Does anyone have any videos of Varanus Obor I can watch? Wicked Music's debut album coming January 26th. I'll play the nose trumpet. I started my channel because of you. Hey, that's awesome, Reptile Rookie. Reptile Rookie. Who are you? So I have a Patreon. He named his channel something else, but I told him he should name it Reptile Rookie because he's like new into like it's like kind of like a watch me get my first snake and then hopefully progress into like being anyway. Cool name. I thought of that and tried to give it to somebody else, but he picked a different name. There's nothing in Ohio. Okay. I'm trying to think of how mean I should be to you right now. Just get in your car and drive, dude. You live in Ohio. You're telling me there's nothing in driving distance? Come on. Uh, anyway, do you think about PVC extensions to make enclosures taller? I don't know much about them. I think it would just depend. The structure would have to be sound. Reptile Room looks good. Thank you. I'm a new up and comer. Yeah, that's dude. That's an awesome channel name. I'll check your channel out after. I don't have any Acme monitors anymore. So, perfect example. I traded my Acme monitor for another Kimberly Rock monitor because I wanted a pair, and this guy needed a pair, like another one for his pair for Ackies. When's the next Reptile Room tour? Hopefully the end of this month. Uh, Do you have an Insta yet? Oh, you're talking about Reptile Rookie. There's two exotic vets in Ohio. Vets in Pittsburgh. I love that city. Can you touch an estivational for what species in particular? Yeah. Yeah, well, man, informal history, you guys seem to really like it. That's like a lot of comments about it. It's funny, so today I was updating my link tree, which I never like look at. So like on Instagram, like the link tree, you know what I'm talking about? And because I was adding the group chat for the trip, and I saw the informal history, and then I clicked on it, and I'm like, ah. And this was like literally today. Like, man, I want to bring that back. So we'll see. What's a fire dwarf monitor? Okay. All right. 5 foot by 3 foot by however tall. Okay. So you can actually have, so if you want to go tall, tree monitors, Ackies, Pilbaras, go tall again, Kimberly Rock monitors, Gillids, Kingorum. You have like a bunch you could do, dude. You have like the world is your oyster. Do you want something that's more tropical? Do you want something that's more arid? You know? Yeah. I also like informal history. I know you do, Jimbo. Make an informal history work trip to Donner Lake. Did you watch my episode on the Donner Party? That'd be pretty cool. That was one of my favorite videos that I did. What is the best species to cohab? Dude, there's so many factors there. It's hard to pick. Uh, you should do a top five dwarf monitors. That's a great idea. What's the smallest amphibian that I own? Probably the Santa Isabel Dar frogs. You should do top five boas. Ooh. You should come down here and collab with me, bro. I'm telling you, whoever runs the sack show, get them to fly me out. I'll gladly come. Yeah, Gen Z, they probably just like have like a anyway. Is there anything else before I sign out here? It's been 2 hours. I thought this was gonna be like a 45-minute thing. Come to Vietnam and like see ya. Yeah. Can Aki so in my opinion, I do think Akis can live in a 4 by 2 by 2. I know that the standard is a 5 by 2 by 2. and they need tons of deep substrate. Yeah, just put in like a foot tub, like a nesting box basically for the day. Like that's I personally think that it's okay. I mean, I would probably tell you a 6 by 2 by 2, but in terms of people who've been keeping them forever and ever, 4 by 2 by 2 is decent for that. I would just give them a big litter dam so that they, if nothing else, like just make sure they have like deeper substrate than a regular 4 by 2 by 2. Yeah. So, uh, I'm okay. I just got sinus issues. Perfect. So, reptile rookie. I don't know much about savanna monitors. I can't really help you. I'm gonna look up your account. If you want to go to Vietnam, or if you at least you want more information about it, the link that's pinned here in the chat is the group chat. It opens on Monday, but get on the waiting, like just enter it now. Uh, and their hype video, like there's a video in the description that I made. So even if you're just watching anyway, it's 55 seconds. I wouldn't mind. What are you most excited about for Vietnam? Do you watch Andrew Fraser? I don't know who Andrew Fraser is. Who is that? Uh, is Andrew Fraser the cooking guy, the travel guy with the headband? Is that guy? Anyway, the thing that I'm most excited about for Vietnam, honestly, is like just going with a group of like-minded people. I think this would be fun. Like to do like a bunch of group activities and learn more about photography and like take pictures not just of nature but cityscapes and like do city tours, like and also the food. I'm really excited about the food. So yeah. Informal history comeback December 31st, 2034. Yeah. Uh, what's his name? Simon for Andrew Fraser. Okay, I'll have to remember that. I'll look it up. Do you need your enclosures to be bioactive to have live plants? Technically, yes, because the live plants use the poop of the cleanup crew as fertilizer. Yeah, briefly, like as in a nutshell. Yeah. We should go to Pho. Well, tomorrow we're gonna go do a dinner before our concert, so we can go to Pho if you want. Or Pho. It's Pho. Okay. I used to run a comedy show in a basement of a faux restaurant. uh, I hope you and Trish have an amazing rest of the weekend. You too. So, no, Trish didn't go to Vietnam with me, but she can come to go get pho with me. Uh, Saturday steaks in a 20-gallon? Nah, I need bigger. Anyway, join the group chat. Have fun in Vietnam. Just come. You can have fun with us too. Uh, Watch the hype video if you don't mind. I'm gonna go hang out with my sick wife and then sound like I'm sick and drink more pickle juice. Wait, for the road. It's worse when it's warm. All right. Ugh. Weekend investing. I'm gonna go invest my time into sinking my butt into a chair and watching a documentary or something.